I hope everybody's ready because ETH is going to explode. Today we're going to look into a very important question. Can ETH make you a millionaire? Let's get into it. ETH is the second largest cryptocurrency in the market. It can't be denied that ETH currently holds a dominance in the smart contract space. When people learn about crypto, usually they go straight to Bitcoin. Well, lately, people have actually been jumping straight to Ethereum. Institutional investors are now eyeing specifically the second largest cryptocurrency in the market. Ethereum is becoming well known amongst investors and becoming an increasingly desired asset. ETH is most likely going to lead this bull market in the terms of percentage gained. Bitcoin will hit high numbers, there's no doubt. But where we can see Bitcoin maybe going 5x from here, ETH can probably make at least 10 to 20x. Ethereum has far more utility than Bitcoin, and this utility has led previous bull runs like the DeFi market. Of course, we saw the DeFi bull market happen before 2020, but I do think in 2021 and going into 2022, the DeFi market will definitely be nothing to sneeze at. I do think whatever gains we're going to get this year is going to dwarf what we saw back in 2017. New DeFi products are being created on the Ethereum system, and this is sure to funnel money into the market. ETH will definitely be a huge benefactor. We'll definitely see that market cap rise, and it'll most likely lead a lot of moves in terms of the DeFi market. Now, I'm not so bullish as other people saying that ETH is going to take over Bitcoin's market cap in this bull run, but I do think it's definitely going to take a good portion of Bitcoin's dominance, at least for a while. So you might be asking, why not other cryptos? Don't get me wrong, when we're talking smart contracts, there are a lot of other projects that are doing great things in the space, between Polkadot, Cardano, Chainlink, and many more. All of these can take a bite out of ETH's market cap. There's no doubt in that. And it's also hard to not notice that most of these projects outscale ETH greatly. But the bottom line is, crypto isn't easy to understand. It took years for investors just to learn Bitcoin and what it is. And still, people don't understand Bitcoin. For someone to take a risk on something that they don't understand is a big thing, especially when it's coming from an antisocial family member that keeps saying that crypto is the financial revolution and the old legacy system's about to die and their fiat money's worth nothing. Yeah, that one hits a little too close to home. Listen, the bottom line is that money's going to flow to ETH first before any other project. Of course, people that are savvy are going to go into alts, and they're definitely going to receive way more returns than they would receive with ETH. But the whole point is that ETH is going to grow and is significantly undervalued today. Currently, ETH hosts a number of token projects on their ERC20 platform. Countless developers are currently creating on Ethereum. Whether that be just how the system is well known or the ease of use of the system, there's a lot of developers on the ETH system. So there's obviously a robust infrastructure and a robust community. So we can expect that ETH is going to have a lot of support moving into this bull market. Speaking of projects and frameworks, as I mentioned, DeFi showed an incredible boom in the past. It propelled platforms like Uniswap and tokens like Chainlink, but I really don't think that was even a fraction of what we're going to see in this bull market. Right now, the DeFi market is only about $35 billion, and that's only 11 billion more than Tether. But hey, I'm sure Tether can catch up just by printing more, right? DeFi was one of the primary factors in the last bull market, and I think this time around it's going to be even bigger. I think once people start to recognize what kind of power that they have when they can take their finances in their own hands, it's going to spark some incredible interest in the DeFi market. Now, obviously, the future with DeFi is having individual companies organize DeFi and basically run DeFi portfolios for their clients. That's obvious. People don't want to do independent finance. People don't want to research and look into certain things. People aren't as interested in researching the system. So for that fact, people are going to often take the easiest way out. How can I make money without thinking about it? Of course, I really can't relate to this because all I think about is crypto these days. So let's talk about why I think ETH is undervalued. First off, it's really easy to recognize that ETH is incredibly undervalued today. And you're probably not thinking that, especially if you've been buying ETH at around $200. But if you're here today, you obviously see that ETH's at a high number. So sure, it seems like a high price, but consider this, its all-time high back in 2017 was almost $1,500. Yeah, that's right, ETH hasn't even hit its all-time high yet. Bitcoin has soared past its all-time high of $19,000. It even went further than that and nearly shot up to $42,000. Obviously, lately we had a little bit of a correction and it's been trading sideways since, but it's still holding a significant amount of gains that it accumulated. So what does this all mean for Ethereum? Some people may think that we're late to the party, that the crypto market is going to go up a little bit, but we're not going to see incredible gains, not like 2017. It's going to be nothing like that. But the reality is, it couldn't be farther from the truth. We haven't even seen institutional money really dive in yet. We've only seen a couple of people dip their toes in. And I truly think with trillions of dollars ready to move into the crypto market, ETH is about to make an incredible rise. I think as soon as we break that all-time high, we're in price discovery, and at that point, the sky's the limit. We have no idea where ETH will go. So, can ETH make you a millionaire? Ethereum's market cap is at around $143 billion. Sometimes it's hard to understand that market cap is small, Now I know for most of us, especially me, $1 million would be a huge amount of money. So it is easy to overestimate how small $143 billion really is. Consider this, we've seen the crypto market cap move between $20 to $50 billion in one day. It doesn't take a lot for money to flow into this space. So when you think about it, Ethereum could easily double. And I think as soon as we start hitting price exploration, we'll most likely see this happen. Once ETH starts breaking out, we'll see FOMO set in and a bunch of institutional investors will pile into ETH, thinking that this is their chance at Bitcoin 2.0, which in a lot of ways, it kinda is. If you did miss the Bitcoin boat back in 2017, ETH is your second shot. It'll take just $1.2 trillion to make ETH $10,000. That means a market cap of $2.4 trillion makes it $20,000. Now some people are bullish enough to even say that ETH could possibly hit $75,000. I wouldn't say that I'm that bullish though. I think the price target is more like $10,000 to $20,000 by the end of the market cycle. Again, that would require a $2.4 trillion market cap. Now Bitcoin is quickly approaching the $1 trillion market cap zone, and I fully believe that Bitcoin is going to end this market cycle as a multi-trillion dollar asset. In 2017, Bitcoin stole the spotlight, and in this bull market, I don't think it's unreasonable to think that ETH will do the same. I do think that in this market cycle, the crypto market will hit a double-digit $1 trillion market cap, which means that there's going to be plenty of value to head into other projects. And of course, because ETH is number 2, it's going to be the easiest crypto for beginners to get into. Now, this isn't financial advice, but by my numbers and my calculations, it's going to take roughly between $63,000 to $126,000 if you wanted to be a millionaire off ETH in the coming bull run if you're just getting in today. Now, obviously, I wouldn't dump that much money in. I don't have that much money to dump in, but I wouldn't put it all in at once. Me personally, I'm obviously pretty invested in alts, so I hold a healthy amount of Ethereum definitely to follow the market, but that doesn't mean that all my money is pouring into Ethereum. I do think Ethereum is going to go places, but I do think that there are going to be higher gains to be made in some alts. So that's why Ethereum makes up a good portion of my portfolio, but it's not what I'm expecting to take me to $1 million. So like I said, Ethereum is the easiest to understand for new investors. When people are coming in, they don't want to invest in something scary, something that they don't understand. So when you tell somebody to invest in Chainlink or Cardano, weird coins to people, they don't really understand what they are or what they do. They're not going to do it simply because they know that they're going to be safe with what currently works. They know that Ethereum works regardless of the actual facts, that the gas fees are too high, that the speeds are too low, that it can't scale to the same degree that some other projects can. But that doesn't mean that Ethereum's not going to be very, very dominant in this bull market and most likely going to be around in the future, especially with Ethereum 2.0 right around the corner. I think we're going to see some incredible things from Ethereum. We're definitely going to see some rises. And yes, altcoins are going to be chomping at the bit to take a little bit of that market cap. But I do think in the short term, Ethereum's definitely going to hold that dominance. I think it'd be a little bit naive to think that one of the altcoins could take over Ethereum's spot. But I also think that it'll be equally as naive to think that Ethereum won't be taken over later on, maybe 5 to 10 years down the road. I do think projects like Polkadot, Cardano, and Chainlink are going to provide huge returns in this bull market. But there's always going to be risk in the lower cap coins. And we have to face it. Utility doesn't mean everything. We're not currently using cryptos in our day-to-day life. The average person isn't interacting with cryptocurrency. So right now, we're still in a speculation market. Nothing is going to move off of utility. Not yet. Maybe a little bit in the DeFi market. We might see some coins take up some dominance. But I think ultimately, this market is going to be a lot of speculation similar to 2017. I wanted to take a quick moment just to look at the charts to put this in perspective. Obviously, you can see here that we have not hit our all-time high that we hit back in 2017. So we are still needing to hit that. Once we do hit that point, however, I do think at that point we will hit some serious price exploration. I don't think it'll be unrealistic to see in the short term a doubling of the market cap being around a $2,400 Ethereum or $2,800 Ethereum, as long as we're doubling from the all-time highs. So I do think that it's very realistic that if you hold around 50 to 100 Ethereum, you are most certainly going to be made a millionaire in 2021. So ETH is a significant portion of my portfolio, and I am an ETH bull, but I'm not expecting life-changing wealth from ETH. The altcoins, in my opinion, are going to make much more gains this round. But that being said, I continue to buy ETH, especially at this price. As long as ETH is below $1,500, it is seriously undervalued. So to make sure that I'm not distributing all my funds directly into altcoins and reducing a significant amount of risk, it's good to hold a good amount of ETH. So I'd say to anyone that doesn't have an ETH position, definitely buy, because as long as it's under that $1,500 mark, it's definitely undervalued, and I definitely think it's going to be a good buy even in the $2,000 to $3,000 $600 mark. I most likely won't buy nearly as much once it hits its all-time high, but I'm definitely accumulating down at this mark as much as I can. Well, that's it from me, guys. Just a quick thank you. We hit 600 subscribers, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. The channel is really growing. If you enjoyed this content, obviously, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. And if you'd like, you can watch one of my altcoin analysis. I hope this video finds you well. Happy hodling.